Hey there, my name is Shawn Binder, he, him. I am a writer, director, and I work as a creative producer at ilovecreatives.com. And I just wanted to say thank you so much to State of Mind for having me on to talk about mental health. I think I am so passionate about creating content because it's storytelling, and I think that it allows me to collaborate with so many cool people, and it really allows me to put all the pieces of a story together and really make sure that it's told in the best way possible. You know, whether that's through educational content, through a music video, it's really something that I can, own and see from start to finish. My journey as a creative was definitely not linear. I started off as an editorial writer before moving to a marketing company that specialized in restaurants and hotels. From there, I did a little bit of time with influencer marketing and before starting at I Love Creatives. I got into music videos through a friend of mine asking me to direct because I just had like a story idea I really was excited about, and just kind of picked up things like photography, art direction through there. I think honestly, like through all the different projects I got to be a part of, it's given me a lot more confidence and a lot more skills. And I've learned from a crazy amount of really talented people. Tent Strategist and Joe DeSantis, who I actually co-direct a lot of my music videos with. I feel like I've learned so much just from getting the chance to work with them, and I feel like that's been the craziest education I could have never paid for. Because I work from home, every day gets to be a little bit different, and that's really cool. I'm also on sets, so I'm never 100% sure what my hours are gonna be, but on a typical day, I will start with coffee or working out with a friend, maybe going for a walk before I get into emails, because I found that emails always take up like the most of my brain space, and I just kind of want to reply when I'm the most thoughtful in the morning. So I usually start with that, and then usually meetings. I probably get most of my most solid work done after. A typical day for me will usually start with coffee, or I'll work out with my friend, and then I always get into emails because that is the first thing that like pulls my focus all day. So the sooner I can get those done with, like the better. But I usually finish up by around 6 or 7. On days that I'm working from home, some days I'm on set and those could be a lot longer, or I could be like starting really early in the morning or filming late into the night. So it really all depends, and I really like that no day is 100% the same because it keeps things interesting. Gosh, some creatives that inspire me are the entire team at I Love Creatives, my boss Puno, my friend Bronze Avery, who is a recording artist and designer, Jesse, who's a photographer, Evan, who's an art director, Red, who's an illustrator, Emma, who's a I think the one thing that all the creatives that I mentioned have in common is how willing they are to share their knowledge, and they don't really let their egos get in the way of the work that we're doing. They always kind of know when to give and take, and I think that they're really gracious with sharing their knowledge. Also, everybody that I mentioned is so fun to work with. I think that that is super important for me because I love to laugh and joke around and not take myself so seriously. So I think if I was working with people who are constantly super intense about it, probably wouldn't be the best environment for me to make mistakes in and learn in. And I just feel like at the end of the day, I'm so excited to make something with people that I really respect and love. And I think that that is why all those collaborations are so special to me. I also think that when you're taking care of your mental health, you're not so in your head about taking risks. And I think that, as I've begun to take better care of my mental health, I'm allowing a little bit more of my like strangeness and creativity to come through. Whereas before I would be really self-conscious about it, or I wouldn't be sure if, it was a good enough idea. And taking care of my mental health has really allowed me to like work on my confidence as a creative, which allows me to take greater risks and make work that I'm really proud of, and work that is mine. And I can't look at it and be like, oh, someone else was influencing this, or I was just going along with somebody else's idea because I just didn't want to argue with it, or I didn't have like the emotional bandwidth to stick up for myself or my idea. So I think that mental health and creativity are best buddies, because I think like a rested mind is a mind that's able to like wander and get weird and do the things that it needs to see a project out.